Brought to you by VFTV.
Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We're back with some more exclusive content. Keepers, sleepers, and weepers. Today's episode, of course, Leon and Weston here. The triumphant return of the segment. We haven't done it in a couple months, but we had Weston on the show last Friday for This Week in Caps. So I thought, what better time than now to bring it back. So Weston, are you ready?
Oh, hell yes. Keepers, Sleepers, Weepers is back on Views from the Vault. I am so fucking excited. Let's go.
All right. We'll start off with yours. So let's see here. This button. Let's go.
All right. So Hat Club dropped a bunch of Mexicos this past Saturday. Most of them are good, except for this fucking thing right here. I mean, what the fuck am I looking at? This looks like a bootleg hat I would find at my local 7-Eleven. The logo is kind of small. It's not even centered in the fucking middle. It's like all the way lower. And of course, the one thing that turns hats into automatic poop, which is off-color eyelets. I told somebody the other day, if off-color eyelets were a sandwich, it's a ham and cheese on rye bread after you wipe your fucking ass with the bread. It just looks like complete shit. Hat Club, all of them are good except for this one. I mean, if you take the eyelets out, it's decent at least, but the logo's still too small. The flag just kind of is just there. It doesn't really match with the rest of the colors for me. I don't know, Hat Club. This was not it for me, man.
All right. One thing, you're right. The logo is definitely off center.
Yeah.
When you're picking to do the hats for the pictures, pick a good one, man. If one's off center, they're not all off center. Let's be clear. Yeah. This is a new era problem, but for their production, man, like don't pick one that's so off center. The flag thing, normally you're not allowed to change colors. So like even if you wanted to put those to like metallic green, metallic red, sometimes legal won't let you. So putting a flag is not gonna match per se, but
of course. Yeah. It's just the other ones, the flag matched so well with the color scheme, and then there's this one where I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, no. I gotta say though, I've been someone in my past when I used to mock up hats to give it an extra flavor, like piece of flavor, I would do colored eyelets. I've kind of strayed from that habit now, and I don't really do colored eyelets. But yeah, I can understand. But let's move forward. My weeper of the week comes from Pro Image Foxes. Do you know what hat this is?
I actually do not know. What's the story behind this one, man?
All right. So the Yankees played the Dodgers in this World Series. This is probably the last World Series that they played together. What logo do you think is on the front of this hat?
Yankees. It's gonna be a Yankees one.
That's it? You're banking on that? It's just gonna be a Yankee hat?
Oh wait. What logo do we got on here? What logo do we have on here?
Well, I told you the Yankees played the Dodgers.
Yep.
All right.
What the hell? What the hell, man?
Yeah. Yep. They did this. I don't know if they did this in anticipation of the World Series or they just did it because there was a game where Ohtani played in New York, and weirdly enough, the Yankees were selling LA, New York merch for the show. Hey versus Judge. Yeah. So maybe they took that inspo. I don't know if they knew, but yeah, man, putting both coasts. Yeah, I don't know. That was rough. So that was so bad I had to pick another one. That's my weeper number one. Weeper number two comes from Hat Club. Now another LA party foul. This time Wilder got together with T800, and apparently this is like a what if LA had winter or something like that. I think you can achieve it without the side patch. What side patch you see here?
Um, I'm going to guess this is a World Series they did not play in.
Yeah, so World Series 1999. So for the informed, that was the Atlanta Braves versus New York Yankees. LA had nothing to do with it. So I know I've kind of like defended like all-star game patches of like different cities, and like I mean like come on, man. They've sent like that team probably sent a player to that World Series, right?
Yeah.
Putting a team with a World Series patch that they never played in is I don't know.
Yeah, that makes zero sense. And that can go for any sport too. Like, why are you
Yeah,
putting patches of like a championship that this team did not play in? It makes zero sense.
yeah. Hack Club back in the day, they did like a what if pack. So they did one where like what if Boston didn't blow the 3-1 lead to the Yankees. They did one where if what if Bartman didn't interfere and then the Cubs won instead of the Marlins. They did a what if Montreal 1995 because of the strike, and they were like kind of like the odds-on favorite to win the World Series, but they lost the year. Those what ifs make sense to me. I gotta figure out what the story is with this. What if there was winter in LA? Because I think you could achieve this hat without that patch. Like you didn't need it. So I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
just
Wilder,
find a patch that makes sense with the team and its history. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there's only been millions of hats that have done that exact formula. I
yeah,
mean, it's easy to follow that path.
yeah. So yeah, I just had to have two weepers. I couldn't, we haven't done this segment in a minute, and these two
Yeah,
hats
for
kind of stuck
sure.
out. So here we are. All right.
All right. All right, so my sleepers. I mean, man, this NFL season has gone by super, super quick. We've had some interesting games, but we've also had some interesting and beautiful hats. And this one was one of them that Pierre dropped recently at Topperzstore USA. I mean, that Cleveland dog, like that Cleveland Browns dog logo, this is probably the cleanest logo in the NFL. I mean, I don't buy NFL hats that aren't my team specifically, but if I did dabble, I would definitely pick this one up. I mean, if I had to compare this hat to something inspiring, it's Jameis Winston's speeches. They are so awesome to
Eat
listen
the W.
to. They're beautiful to view. They make you want to run through a brick wall with excitement. I mean, if you're a Browns fan or if you're a fan of NFL hats in particular, I would recommend picking this up. Last one I checked the sizes, it was a full size run. I know the first Browns hat went crazy, crazy, crazy. So if you didn't grab that one, I would recommend getting this one because this logo on this stone crown looks just as good. It's beautiful.
Yeah, this one's nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
This one's super cool, and that little touch of changing the fill to like copper just really makes this logo real pop. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
great logo for sure. All right, my sleeper of the week comes from the Clink Room. Househead, friend of the show, Aaron, dropped this 6-pack of hats. The only one that's close to selling out at time of recording is the second one. So that's the Ghost in the Shell, Ghost in the Machine type, like Pac-Man looking logo. The rest of them pretty much have all full size runs or close to full size runs. So we got Fresh Sidekicks from Ink Park, Airborne, Gum Shoes. We got the Ruby Throats. That's the Hummingbird, and then Vandals. So a nice little pack and a nice little tight curation from Aaron. Great little pack, and yeah, just a great job from the Clink Room. This is, I believe, is the 4th kind of ambassador pack. So you saw 2 from me, 1 from Cat Fiend, another from June the Barber, and then now Aaron kind of enters the chat with his pick. All of these logos are early 2.0 Clink Room logos. So if you're recently discovered Clink, you probably don't own them. You may not even have seen these logos. So I think Aaron did a great job.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. Aaron, fantastic job to you.
For sure. All right, moving into the keeper section. Nope. Moving into the keeper section. Yeah.
You had 2 sleepers too, like.
Yeah.
All right, hey, it's all good, man. But all right, this Hartford Whalers. I mean, I kind of missed out on the Topper store, both the Topper store ones, the blue one and the one with the whale. So when I saw John Jay did this one, I was keeping a close eye on when he was going to drop the rest of the stock online. And once he dropped it, I had notifications turned on. I immediately hopped on this one. I mean, it's a nice sneaky two-tone, the black crown, the dark blue brim and button, just Whalers colored threading on the front logo on the side patch, the vintage NHL logo on the backside. This is a clean Whalers cap, and I cannot wait for this one to land my doorstep. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow, or
Nice.
is it Saturday morning? I have no idea. I'm supposed to get it this
Not
morning,
yet.
but
Yeah.
yeah, nah, John Jay, dude, he's been going crazy with the hockey hats recently, and more is to come. So I'm all for it. This hockey hype is just it's not going to die down anytime soon, and I'm so ready for it.
Yeah. I mean, like we all know and love the artsy version of John Jay, but then also the toned down, solid, clean, wearable hat. John Jay, I'm here for too, because like that's the stuff that I love.
Mhm.
Hartford too, unfortunately, is a defunct franchise, so they are limited in the side patches. I heard that there's another one in the system, so I'm eager to see if that one's available. Might be of like a
Mm.
stadium variety or so. But yeah, just an iconic logo. I can't wait to see some of the variations. I mean, they're going to need to do eventually someone's going to need to do a gray version because their gray uniforms are just so iconic.
Oh yeah. Oh
And yeah,
yes.
great franchise. Ron Francis, Cordy Howe, like just some great players. And then when they moved to Carolina, they won a Stanley Cup. So
Yep.
great piece of hockey history for people who know hockey, and then for people that don't, this is still a bomb ass logo. So great job, John Jay
hmm
and MyFitteds.
It's something new to add to their collection that they most likely don't have.
Exactly. All right,
Mhm.
moving forward, your second keeper of the week, sticking with hockey.
All right. Yeah, of course. I'm sticking with hockey. I mean, Pat really did his thing with this Florida Panthers hat. As I said on the show, I was waiting for somebody to use this exact Florida Panthers jersey logo, and lo and behold, Pat was the first one to strike, and he did this logo absolute justice. I mean, this is about as Florida as it gets. The sunshine with the palm tree and the hockey stick, and I didn't see this patch when I was looking through sports logos, but this is a clean patch to add with this too. And this hat was so good that Pierre decided to bring it on pre-order for the US. So it's on pre-order until the 14th, I believe. So if you're looking for this hat and you missed out on the Europe side, Topperzstore USA, pre-orders tab. Get this before the 14th, before it is gone forever, because this is a beautiful hat. Pat, fantastic job. You are probably the best in the best when it comes to these hockey hats. I mean, this was a man that was waiting forever, and the news. This man, I guarantee you, woke up like a 9-year-old getting a Wii U on Christmas. I mean, actually, no, fuck the Wii U. He got a Nintendo Switch on Christmas. I mean, I bet you this man was getting ready to cook, and he spent hours and hours and hours crafting this, and you could tell from the work. Excellent job, Pat.
Yeah, this evokes so much nostalgia and so many memories. Florida's side patch logo, I think, is going to be top five. I mean, we think of like Blasty and Calgary. This one, I mean, we're biased. I like the TML of the old
Mhm.
days, that stacked kind of interlocking letters. But yeah, he captured a vibe here. This like makes me think back to like John Van Beesbrook and that kind of run that they did early on in the franchise's history. Florida did use this in the reverse retro as a primary logo, which we never saw. They did that in like a baby bluish color, but he really captured that old school '90s vibe of that rat era
Yep. That
Panthers.
the plastic rats thrown on the ice.
Yeah, no, great job. Good pick, Weston. All right, moving
Thank you.
forward. My keeper of the week comes from MyFitteds. So for me, the story and the patch kind of make this hat. First and foremost, this is a beautiful patch. So the Roberto Clemente, I've never even seen this patch before. I didn't even know it was available. So when I saw this, I almost broke my neck, like kind of just looking. Great hat. Cool story too, because the Pirates do utilize a lot of different camos and stuff. And of course, Clemente was a Marines reserve for a number of years before famously passing away doing humanitarian efforts in Nicaragua. but it's just a really solid hat, man. Like just getting back to his roots, just solid storytelling. Less about like hooking things to like obscure books or shows or anything like that. Just telling really strong sports stories. This is the John Jay I love. Like this is what like made me kind of rank him high in the Mount Rushmore of cap creators. Like this is like what I want to see more of. Like I know the other stuff is good for hats. Like it's like thought provoking. It gets people to talk and whatever. But like those to me aren't stuff that I want to collect and stuff I want to buy. But I do understand its importance to hats. But for me, seeing this is like like we're getting John Jay back a little bit. So tell the sports stories. Use cool logos, use cool side patches, and just make solid hats. This is just a wearable, really good hat. So, shout out John Jay. All right. And my second keeper of the week, that is not Spike Lee. That is Bones and Brim. So I did an audible. I was going to do originally the Spike Lee drop for Complex Con, but I found out that Complex Con doesn't happen until next week. So I did an audible. This is Bones, Brims, and ECAP City. Tear my heart out. This is the New Jersey Nets, New Jersey Devils kind of hook and play. Doing a lot of reflecting lately. The Raptors rose number 15 to the rafters. First ever player to be inducted in the Hall of Fame as a Raptor. First ever player to get his number retired by the Raptors. But I can't. Part of my struggle is loving and hating VC at the same time. I hated him when he left. And he set that franchise back 10, 15 years talking about Fruity Pebbles and America's Not Canada and traveling across the border is such an inconvenience. But I can't deny this is a good-looking hat. I probably won't ever wear it or try to buy it because I hate the Nets. I hate the fact that my childhood hero had to get traded within the division and we got almost nothing for him, and he immediately played so much better. Without it was like seeing your ex do so good, it's so bad.
You remember the game where the Raptors were trying to ice the game and he missed the free throw and they drove him down the field in like 3 seconds and Carter hit the fucking three to beat them at their own court. Oh, that game had to have been so heartbreaking, man. Oh my god.
They booed him so hard. They booed him so hard and so long for about 10 to 12 years. It wasn't until I think when we thought he was going to retire when he was in Memphis that we kind of started trying to forgive him. But it was always fuck Vince for a long time.
I mean, I feel you. I mean, as a Blazers fan, our fan base was like, fuck LaMarcus Aldridge for a long time when he hopped ship to go to San Antonio. And everyone was like, yo, this franchise is fucked. But then we found out Dame was that guy and then CJ McCollum was that guy. But yeah, no, I remember when Aldridge first came back, every time he touched the ball, it was just, fuck you, Aldridge. Like, man.
Yeah, for as much as Vince Carter did, he probably did more than he didn't. He did more than he hurt us. But at the time, living through it, man, it was rough goings after when he left, man. And to not get anything for him, really. We got 2 first-rounders, but they didn't turn to be like nothing. And then we got Aaron Williams. I'll never forget that saga. But good hat, though, Bones.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful hat. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting this one. I mean, I don't have a Devils just yet.
Yeah, I'll have to live vicariously through you because ain't no way I'm wearing no New Jersey Nets anything in my house. I can acknowledge the Brooklyn Nets, not the New Jersey Nets. I cannot do it.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, shit. That's, as I said, like that's a move that just completely crushed a fan base right there and then.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other part of it was Alonzo Mourning refused to come to Canada, and then he forced us to release him, pay him. Then he signed on the veterans minimum with Miami and won a championship with Miami. So
yeah,
Raptors, go Raptors.
Hate to see it, man. Hate to see it.
Yeah. And then now we're in like this weird thing watching Drake kind of beef with DeMar DeRozan, which is
He
very
was staring him
unfortunate.
down the court the entire time. It's all because DeRozan was on the "They Not Like Us" music video. Like
I mean,
shit.
Drake treated him good, but I mean, the kid's from Compton, man. I mean,
No, he
it's
is.
what
He's
it
like,
is.
yeah, I love Drake, but I gotta stand with my brothers from Compton or something like that. And Drake is like, nah, you're the adversary now. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
that's not us. That's not us. Appreciate everyone watching the video. Let us know in the comments which are your favorite keepers of the week, and if we missed any sleepers. The whole point of the sleeper segment is to find you guys stuff that might still be on sale, and you can still catch it. The point of the weepers isn't to dog anyone; it's for them to potentially hear it and maybe get better.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in the spirit of hats, right?
Of course.
Nothing we say is personal. But great weekend.
The stores. I mean, listen, I might dog some hats here and there, but I still love you. I still want you to succeed. I mean, man, just keep on doing you. I mean, there's always the next hat. Might buy the next one.
Exactly. With that being said, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, and link to join Vault Club down below. For Weston and Leon, right here.
See you, buddy.
Peace.